How's it going there, YouTuber? Cyberneticshark here with another new review for you. So let's get right into this video and see what it's about. So welcome back to my second part of my best of 2017 top 30 videos. So this is, like I said, the second part, and I'll be introducing my next 10 best of 2017. So let's get this started right off and start out with number 10, people. Number 10. Yeah. So coming in at number 10 on this second list is an awesome film that came out in early February of last year. And it was a interesting and different type of story. And I thought it had a really unique and awesome just storyline to begin with. It had a really good cast, and I just think this is a really well done film, and I don't think it got enough praise for how good of a film it was. And that is the film A Cure for Wellness. Now, this awesome film was directed by Gordon Verbinski, of course, who directed the first three Pirates of the Caribbean film, but also has starred the awesome Jason Isaacs and Dan DeHaan. And it was just a really well and awesome story, and I just think it was really amazing. I mean, I remember sitting there watching and just going, wow, I can't believe this movie wasn't considered better than it was. It just was such an amazing film. It was pure entertainment. It had a lot of great scenes. It was an interesting story that you kind of were guessing through the whole entire film. You did not know what was going on until you got to the end of the film. So I thought that was a really well-constructed film, and definitely part of my best of 2017, I feel. Even though it didn't get as much credit from the critics as it should have. So coming in at number 9, people. Number 9 on my second list of 2017 best is another awesome, great comedy film that had an awesome ensemble cast and just is, I think, one of the best comedies of 2017. And just, I think it was amazing. I don't know why the critics thought it was so horrible or so many people thought it was not funny. I absolutely died laughing through this whole film while seeing this in theaters. And that is the film The House. This movie was just super hilarious and pure entertainment. It was so funny, like along the lines of Daddy's Home 2 and Daddy's Home, Get Hard, films like that. And it was so stinking hilarious. The combination of Amy Poehler and Will Ferrell playing together, these characters of these parents of this daughter, was just so silly. And I loved the whole contrast of them starting their own casino in the house, and like becoming like these rich, like kind of crazy underground like mob type of people. It was just pure funny, and I thought it was so well written, very well directed, and just everyone in it was super hilarious. Loved the cast in it. The addition of Rafi from The League in it being kind of one of the main characters was super hilarious, and I absolutely thought he was perfect in it. He always is amazing, and I absolutely love him as an actor. He's just so super funny, and I remember just watching him on The League and going, this guy is absolutely amazing. He is one of the best comedians around, I swear to God. So really great film. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. Check out my review of it too as well, because it has a lot of great things about the film. And like I said, once again, I don't know why it got such bad reviews, but this is another one I think is a top of my 2017. So coming in at number 8 for me on my next list of best of 2017 is an awesome thriller film / kind of horror sci-fi film that's also a unrelated sequel, or isn't considered technically a sequel but really is, and that's the awesome film Split. Now, Split is an awesome, amazing film. This film just was so well crafted. It was worth the wait, for so long to get a sequel to Unbreakable. And this was just a really amazing film. James McAvoy is absolutely amazing actor. He was pitch perfect on every single one of those personalities that was in the film that you get to see. And everyone involved, even Anya Taylor-Joy was really good in it too. I really enjoyed her character, and I thought everyone worked so well together. It was a great, mysterious movie. It was just really well crafted. M. Night Shyamalan kicked the butt out of it again. This is probably one of his best films since he did like Signs, the first, Unbreakable, The Sixth Sense. that time frame of his career. This was just an amazing all-around film, and definitely a giant entertainment, film series. It was so incredible. Everything involved with it, the idea of this, the 27th personality, the horde that is like superhuman and stuff. That was just a really amazing feat and just a really cool idea. So this is definitely one of the ones on my top list of 2017. It's just an amazing film. If you haven't seen it, definitely go check it out. It's out on DVD and Blu-ray now. It's just an amazing film. Check it out. It's such worth the watch. Especially if you're a big Unbreakable fan too as well. It's a nice addition to that universe. Really awesome. So coming in at number 7 on my awesome list, people, of the best of 2017, is another great film that's also a sequel that is 30 years in the making. That is just an amazing film. Just really well crafted. I think even better than its original from 30 years ago. But this movie it was so well conceived. Even though it took so long to get it, it still is an amazing sequel. And that is the film Blade Runner 2049. Now, this awesome Ryan Gosling film, directed by the gentleman that did the Arrival film, this film it was so well done. I loved everything about it. The visual effects were amazing. Everyone involved in the acting was amazing. I love the character of Batista in the film. I thought was really awesome. The idea of bringing back the character from the original film, bringing back Deckard, Harrison Ford, him being back in it was really amazing. And Sean Young as well, using that CGI version of her. That was really cool. It just was a really well done film. I loved everything about it. The music in it was amazing. The writing was so well done. And just everyone involved was really cool. I just really enjoyed it, and I was really blown away by how good of a film it is. Can't wait for it to come out next week on Blu-ray and 4K. That's just going to be so awesome to see on 4K because it's just such an amazing film. But this is definitely another really great film of 2017. It just was so well done. Like I said, really worth the wait that it took to get it. It just really well directed and written. I can't say anything bad about this film. It was so good. I definitely feel this one should have been 100% certified rotten fresh, just with how entertaining and how well done it was. Pure entertainment this film was. Really well done. So coming in at number 6 on my second list of best of 2017, folks, is an awesome CGI animated film that is the third in the series to date. That is just an awesome and amazing CGI film series that I absolutely adore and think is just so entertaining. And that is Despicable Me 3. Now this film brings back, of course, Gru and his new wife and his, 3 adopted kids again. And this time around you find out that Gru actually has a brother, a twin brother, which I thought was an awesome, awesome feat. Such an amazingly well done film. So well written. Steve Carell, Kristen Wiig, Miranda Cosgrove, Trey Parker, all their voices were so amazing in the film. They made the movie so delightful. The entertainment value of this film is just beyond entertainment. It really I was in pure awe of this film too as well. And the music of this film was the best in the series. Oh my gosh. All the 80s music just brought back so many good childhood memories. And it was so entertaining and beautiful. It was a really well-crafted, CGI anime film. I think this is probably the best in the series, honestly. The addition of this awesome villain of Trey Parker's character was just so perfect. And they could have set it up for a better villain for this film. He was so awesome. And the soundtrack for this film, I definitely one that I want to pick up and have in my collection because it's just such an awesome soundtrack. But all around, the film was so well done. High up on the hierarchy, like Coco and like Up and Toy Stories. This is how good Despicable Me 3 is. It is so good, so fun and entertaining. It is exactly what the entertainment field is for. This is what pure entertainment is, and that's what Despicable Me 3 did. So good. I love that film. So amazing. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. Really worth a watch, and the other ones too, if you haven't seen 1 or 2 as well. Really good films. So coming in at number 5 on my second list of best of 2017 is an awesome comedy film and what really Rough Night was trying to do. And really a film that just, it was so well crafted, it was so well directed by Malcolm D. Lee, and just a really great ensemble cast. And that is the comedy film Girls Trip. This is an absolutely hilarious movie. I actually just got done watching it just like 5 minutes ago too as well. This film is just absolutely hilarious. We died laughing watching this film because of Tiffany Haddish. She is absolutely hilarious and an amazing comedian. She really knows her comic timing and just was pitch perfect in this film. With the addition of, the awesome Jada Pinkett Smith and Queen Latifah and Regina King in this film, it was so stinking hilarious. They all worked so well together and just made a super hilarious film. There are some great outrageous moments in this film that you're just like, you can't believe they put in this film, but it's just so funny. Just really well written too. I mean, there's so many great one-liners and just great punchlines throughout the film. Lots of great jokes and just lots of great scenes of just stupidity and just pure hilarity. And that's what this film is, true comedy. And that's what was so great about it, and definitely why it hits my best of 2017. This movie was just so perfect. I absolutely died laughing, like I said, to this film, and I just really appreciated this film. I thought it was so well done. A must-see if you haven't seen it. Definitely check it out, people. It's so good. Girls Trip, amazing film. Really fun. So coming in at number 4 on my second list of best of 2017 is an awesome Marvel film that is also a third in the film series of this awesome Marvel character. And also the best of the series. And that is Thor Ragnarok. Thor Ragnarok was so superbly created. This, like I said, is the best in the film series. I thought it was so well directed by Takeiti. It was so amazing. I was blown away by how good this one was. The music was amazing. The CGI effects in this one. I love the fact that we got to see a lot more of the Hulk character in this film, since we haven't gotten a solo Hulk film again yet. Mark Ruffalo is amazing. Of course, Chris Hemsworth, as Thor, is amazing too. The addition of Valkyrie in this film, and then Jeff Goldblum came on to play a Pacific character in this film. That was absolutely hilarious. They hit all the bases of this film, and this one definitely deserves to be on the best of 2017. If you haven't seen it, you are not living. You gotta see it. It comes out soon. I believe in March. Finally to Blu-ray and DVD. I can't wait. It's such an amazing film. Just so well crafted. Lots of great one-liners as well in this film. Lots of great jokes. Action sequences were just so well crafted as well. And also I was blown away by Cate Blanchett's character in this, and she was actually, to me, the character she played was really erotically attractive at the same time too. So that was kind of a weird thing too, because I don't really think Cate Blanchett's a very attractive woman, but in this film, how they dressed her up made her look very attractive. So that was another plus about the film. I thought she was a great villain and just really fun to watch because she looked so awesome with that getup and stuff, and just looked, cool. Another great reason why it's the best of 2017. She really did an amazing job as the villain. Really good film. If you haven't seen it, like I said, definitely check it out. If it's still in theaters, go see it in theaters. It's so awesome on the big screen. So amazing. So coming in at number 3 on my second list of best of 2017 is an awesome drama kind of thriller film that is getting huge praise and definitely deserves it because the performances by everyone involved in it were so superb. And that is the awesome film 3 Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri. This film was just so well crafted. I remember coming out of it and just thinking, wow, that is a very intense and amazing film. Everyone involved was so good, from Sam Rockwell to Woody Harrelson to Frances McDormand. It just was so well directed. The gentleman that directed it, he's directed some other great films like Seven Psychopaths, In Bruges. just he is an amazing director, and he brought that same wonderful chemistry from those films to this film and just made a great drama thriller film. Frances McDormand was amazing in the film. She was awesome being that character, but the breakout role I honestly think was Sam Rockwell in this film. He just was so amazing in it. He blew my mind in this role and just was so well crafted. He was so amazing, just a really great talent for the film, and he made that film the best that it could be. Huge fan of this film. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. Definitely deserves to be in all the top, films of 2017. This one is, hierarchy. Just an amazing film. Really enjoyed it and thought it was a really good film. Like I said, if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. It's still in theaters. Really worth a watch. Especially with awards season coming up, you'll want to see it so you're prepared for the Academies. It's such an amazing film. So coming in at number 2 on my list, number 2, people, is an awesome, amazing, best Pixar film ever in the universe of Pixar films, and that is the film Coco. Oh my gosh, Coco was so amazing. I was literally blown away by this film. From the artistic artwork of the film itself, to the music, to the characters, to the inspiration behind this film. It just was such an amazingly and beautiful made film. This film really helps you and makes you realize how amazing the Mexican culture is, and just the beauty of not forgetting those that you've lost too, that have passed away, unfortunately. It's a beautifully well illustrated film, beautifully directed by Lee Unrich. It's just I was so blown away by this movie. I was in tears through this film because it was so good. It just was so beautiful, and everyone involved, all the talents in the film were so well conceived. The characters you just absolutely fall in love with, and it's, like I said, it's Pixar's best film to date. They knocked this one out of the park, from here to Timbuktu. It's how amazing this film is. It just blew me away, and I was really impressed by it. I was very happy that I got to see it in theaters, along with the awesome addition of seeing Olaf's Frozen Adventure 2 as well, which is an amazing short. Even though it's like 20 minutes long, which is probably one of the longest little shorts they put in front of a film, it still was so enjoyable and just fun and pure entertainment. Coco is just a pure entertainment, film. And it makes you happy and makes you cry, but at the same time makes you feel good and kind of gives you a history lesson on what that historic heritage of the Latino people in Mexico are. It gives you a whole kind of history lesson and enlightens you. And I think that's one of the best parts about that film is understanding another culture, and I think that's really fun too. And makes it one of the best of 2017 ever. Just such an amazing film. Absolutely love that film. So coming in as my number 1 on this list, people, number 1 on this list is an awesome, amazing film that I've seen 5 times in theaters now. That is one of the best films in the film series ever, and just is top-notch, so well directed by Rian Johnson. Everyone involved was so good in the film, and that is the awesome film Star Wars: The Last Jedi. This is got to be absolutely probably my number 1 best of 2017 altogether, besides one of the ones will be on my 3rd list. And this film, I was just blown away by. I can't get enough of this film. This is one that I totally desired to want to try to beat my previous records for previous Star Wars films I've seen. I actually had previously seen episode 1 and 2 6 times in theaters, along with seeing episode 3 5 times in theaters. So I'm actually trying to beat my record by seeing this one 7 times in theaters, and I'm definitely going to make that because this movie is just so good. Every time I watch it, it's better and better. Everything about it I thought was pitch perfect. I loved just all the action sequences in the films. I loved how everyone worked together in this film. I loved the way that Rian took it, the direction he took it in. This is the most superb Star Wars film of all time. I was so ecstatic how good it was, simply for the fact that I was really let down by Force Awakens. I felt, honestly, that Force Awakens was a ripoff of A New Hope, was pretty much how I felt after I walked out of the theater seeing that film. I was really entertained by this film. It entertained me like Empire Strikes Back did. That's how good I'm. This one is tied with Empire Strikes Back for my all-time favorite Star Wars films. And if you actually look at the Rotten Tomatoes meter, Empire Strikes Back was actually the number one of all the Star Wars films with the best rating, until this one came along, and is actually tied now with Empire Strikes Back for best on Rotten Tomato Critics' Choice. It's so amazing. It's funny how well conceived this film was and how great it was, and how well Rian Johnson brought back that old flavor of the original Star Wars films. I love that the fact that they brought back a character that we hadn't seen in a while, and actually used the same puppet, that mold and stuff like that, and made it look like it did in the originals. It was so well crafted. He did an amazing job. He should be #1 director, honestly. He should definitely win Best Director this year for Best Film. He just did an amazing job. One of the best of all times. Definitely, if you haven't seen it, go see it in theater. See it in 3D, see it in 2D. It is the most amazing film ever. And if you haven't seen it, go see it. Definitely see it, people. It's the best in the world. Yeah. Anyways, so that is my #1 of this list of 2017 as well. So that's what #1 looks like. Yeah. So as always, that's the end of this video, people. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed yet, and you've been here before, or this is your first time here, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss one of these awesome videos that I put up. And as always, thank you for commenting as well, too. As always, keep your eyes out for any older, newer videos you might not have seen mine yet. And as always, please check out that awesome link down below about the awesome horror pack. Now, especially if you're a huge horror fan, and you enjoy seeing horror films or getting new horror films on a regular basis, what would be better than an awesome subscription service that comes right to your door of random awesome horror films of either DVD or Blu-ray, if you're into either or, of awesome goodness. Now, this also comes with awesome limited editions that you can't get anywhere else. This is the only place you can get them. So why wouldn't you want, especially if you're a huge collector, why wouldn't you want these awesome limited editions that you can only get through this awesome service? So if you're interested, let me know down in the comments so I can hook you up with a discount on your first month. As always, catch you next one.